Hi, I'm Joshua.
And I'm Shaquan.
And this is
WinstonGraySaga.
Coming at you live from a new apartment that doesn't have a huge gaping hole in it.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Technically, our apartment never had a hole in it, though. It was the one below us.
Whatever. What's up? How's it going?
How have you been, darling? It's been 2 weeks.
Ish.
But we're here now.
Still, you know, it's been...
It's another beautiful Thursday.
Another beautiful Thursday.
Today, we wanted to talk a little bit about how Grindr changed our lives.
Yeah. Since it's so prominent for so many people to be meeting on the dating apps of this world today.
You got Tinder and Jacked and Plenty of Fish and...
Okay, Cupid. Is that a thing?
It is. One of my colleagues actually has a date with no date.
Is it? I so didn't even know that was a thing, but I just kind of came up with it. I don't know.
But you have Grindr. Now, usually, though, Grindr is used dominantly for hookups. But you would never think that you would find love on Grindr. But
not necessarily.
No.
Not all the time. There are success stories, but...
Here's a success story, baby. Well,
it's a story.
We'll figure it out once we get there. Maybe it'll be a success story, maybe not. But for right now, it's a success story.
It's a story.
Anyway, October 20th, 2012. You start the story. It starts with you.
Has it been that long? I'm sorry. It's been so long.
Oh, really?
I love you, baby.
We don't have to record this.
It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. I'm enjoying it. I used to live in Houston, and some things kind of happened to where I had to leave and go away from Houston. And so, my fantastic father did everything that he could and called me within like a 45-minute time span of me calling him and being like, hey, I need to go. He called me back and said, hey, here's your flight number, get on it in like 24 hours. And off to Columbus, Ohio I went. Once I got there, I was not on the ground for, what, 2 hours or so before I got several messages. But the only one that was actually worthwhile was one that said, hi, how are you? And just a cute little smiley face. It wasn't one of those pictures. Those pictures. But no, he was talking to me like I was not a piece of meat. It was pretty cool. It was fun.
Yeah, so much so that you decided to call me Mr. Gray and age me by God he knows how many years.
Whatever. You were a child, and that's why you had the reaction that you did. Anyway, I was just trying to be respectful.
Oh, appreciate it. Anyway, so he asked us for my phone number. I give it to him.
Super willingly.
It wasn't really.
Whatever.
I gave you a mass number.
You immediately messaged it back like,
a mass number. That wasn't my actual phone number.
Whatever. That was not true. That is so not true. Do not play me.
So I gave him my phone number. He called me. We talked for hours on hours. Oh, are you upset?
Don't talk to me. No.
We talked for hours. It was like 11 hours, I think, that we talked. It was a Saturday going into Sunday. I had to go to church. I had to be at church the next day. And I remember falling asleep in church. that day. And that was a fun experience. I have no idea what was being talked about that day.
I remember people that came to pick him up that morning they told me how super giddy and happy he was, and they could automatically just tell by the look on his face what had happened.
It wasn't super giddy. I was super tired. That's what it was.
Whatever. You were excited to have a boyfriend. Chill out.
I didn't have a boyfriend. I had someone who I talked to for 11 hours.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's no big deal. Just toss to the side. It's chill.
It's a pretty color on the camera. I never noticed the color before. So that was that. I went to church, came home. I think I took a nap finally.
Didn't text me for hours.
Because I was napping. Finally.
And I figured that. That's why I tried to leave you alone.
Until I woke up to a call or a text from you saying, hey, you want to go out with me and my friend tonight? Yeah, where are you going? Oh, we're going to a club. So you want our first date to be in a club?
No, that is not it. I just wanted to see you, and that was it. And I thought that this would be a really good idea because I wanted a friend there just in case you were a creeper.
I was a creeper.
Just in case you were a creeper, yes. Because I knew back in the day I was adorable and very, very, very easy to be taken advantage of.
Okay.
I was very innocent.
Yeah, especially with Mr. Gray.
Yeah, I didn't know if you would turn out to be a Mr. Gray.
Am I your Christian Grey?
Ew, let's not do this. I just said let's not.
50 Shades of Grey.
Or gay. So corny we are.
That was just you.
Kiss.
Anyway.
Gray and...
No. No, please stop.
Corny.
Anyway.
Corny we are.
It was just you. It wasn't on that. Anyway, I was being relevant. You were being something.
I'm tired and comfortable at my house. Don't look at me like that.
So, we went to the club. We went to the club for our first date. Such a lovely.
It was not for our first date. And besides, you cannot keep your mouth off of my face. So...
I have no idea what you're referring to.
There are some things that will not go onto the internet.
So our first date was at the club.
It was not a first date!
It was a great night. But it was still a club for our first date that you took me to. Years went by. We moved from Columbus together at the age of 19.
We were 20. We were 20. We had our kickback here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
We were 20, yeah. We were 20. January 2014, we moved to Chicago to start a church.
Yup.
Start a church in Chicago. We'll talk about that in a later video. Another story time. Stay tuned.
Southside Chicago, Inglewood.
So much to talk about in Chicago that requires a lot more videos that we just don't want to put right now.
Story time.
So stay tuned for that. But we moved to Chicago. We had a fun 2.5 years in Chicago.
Almost 3.
Yeah. And now we're in Columbus making strides and saving money so that we can make our next big move because we're gypsies.
More so me than him,
but we know that this is what our life entails and we know that we're supposed to continue to move, so we like it.
We love it.
And so we are. So Grindr changed our lives. It's been 4.5 years and it's been a long 4.5 years. But we've made it this far. And there's been some other things that have happened over the last 4 years that as we post more videos, you'll get to know about. And we'll share more about what happened in Chicago, more about the 2.5 years of personal hell that we went through. Everything is fair game, and we'll talk about it here in the future. So stay tuned on the Saga journey. We'll tell you more about the past and more about what's to come in the future. Well, that's all we got for today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share with all of your friends. And For all of those new subscribers, welcome to the Winston Gray Saga family, darling. So glad to have you, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys. No, because this is not a Jack Meridew video. One life.
One love.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, baby.